Welcome to a very, very special episode of the Movie Brothers. I am Ant, this is Kev, and today's episode marks our 20th episode. You know, it was over a year ago that I first sat down with Kev, and we discussed this. It was just an idea at the time, a dream, if you will.
Who would have known that a conversation about Django would have led to this?
Right, yeah. Exactly. And as if y'all have seen our past episodes, you know, any kind of discussion about slavery is going to go somewhere. So once again, we are just very thankful to be able to be with you, be here with you 20 episodes later, and to do what we do.
And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, most importantly, thank you for tuning in and watching the show. So, with that said, to commemorate this episode, Kev, I have a little gift for you. A little cake.
Anthony?
I don't know if this is a violation of man law.
Only if we feed it to each other.
Okay, well, hey, we ain't gonna go that far. All right, I get you a slice of cake. That's about it.
That's all that I need.
All right, so with that said, hey man, it's been a pleasure working with you, bro. We'll clink plates, if you will, and blow it out. Now that's man law violation,
right.
but
no, I didn't blow yours out for you. You didn't blow mine out for me.
All right. So today we're going to review the film Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This film is rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 16 minutes, and this is a straight-up action-adventure, y'all. We find Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America, struggling with life in the modern world while battling a new foe known as the Winter Soldier.
This movie was directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. They are most notably credited with having directed a lot of television work, such as Arrested Development and Community. And also, if you stick around to the very end after the credits, you will see a segment that was directed by none other than Joss Whedon, the director of The Avengers, which should give you a clue right there. It's going to lead us directly into next summer's Avengers: The Age of Ultron sequel. So this movie stars Chris Evans, Samuel L. Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Redford is in this movie, Anthony Mackie, and Sebastian Stan. Why don't we take a look at the trailer?
Let's do it.
He's fast. Strong. Out of metal arm.
Are you ready? All it takes is one step.
People are gonna die. I can't let that happen. Captain America needs my help.
When do we start?
We just did.
Looks like you're giving the orders now, Captain.
Damn right.
All right, y'all. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. Starting off with Scarlett Johansson, who I thought did a great job in this movie. Kev, she didn't come on my radar until we reviewed the film Don John last year, and which I thought she did a great job. But she did an even better job in this movie, and I mean, she's up against a great cast of actors, and I think she stole the show.
Oh, absolutely. I haven't been this intrigued by Scarlett Johansson since the opening shots of Lost in Translation. Brothers, if you don't believe me, go out and rent it, and then promptly take it back unless you like Bill Murray. But in all seriousness, Scarlett Johansson does a great job in this film.
Yeah, for sure. We also have Anthony Mackie in this film, who did a great job as well. He plays the superhero character, the Falcon. And Kev, I got to tell you, I was just pleased to see an African-American superhero be portrayed on the big screen.
I agree.
This is something that's important to all of us, but especially for our young African-American kids to, be able to see a character that they can look up to and also looks like them.
Oh, absolutely. And doesn't die within the first 5 minutes of the film. Right. And actually kicks a good amount of butt, too. So.
And intelligent, he's a leader, and he's competent. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So it was great. I was so happy to see that. We got a little cameo by Gary Shandling, kind of blast from the past, from the 90s. who's from the Fame show, the Larry Sanders Show back in the day.
Right.
And he's funny in this film. It was kind of, for me, Kev, it was pleasing and a little disturbing at the same time to see him.
Yeah, brother's looking a little bloated these days. A little bloated. But, don't we all? But the bottom line is that, it was funny to see him in the film. The film answers the question, what would it look like if a Marvel Productions or Marvel Studios production were directed by a director like, say, Christopher Nolan, who brought us the Batman trilogy just a couple of years ago. This movie answers that question because they pulled this film off with a lot of intelligence, a lot of emotional gravity, fast-paced action. I mean, this movie has everything that you could expect in a superhero film.
Yeah, for sure. Action from beginning to end. For you MMA fans out there, George St. Pierre is in this film. He's in some opening scenes with Captain America. Man, some of the best fight scenes that I've ever seen. I think you guys would really, really enjoy it. And Kev, I think you got a kick out of that also.
That scene alone is worth the price of admission, and it's well worth it.
Yeah, so if George St. Pierre is trying to get his action hero thing going on, I think he's opened the door and may have a shot to do some things in Hollywood.
Okay, slow down. Let's pump the brakes. Pump the brakes just a little bit. He was good, and I'm not saying that he doesn't have the opportunity to grow and get better.
I'm just saying the brother got potential. He got potential.
Okay, all right. Potential pays the bills, apparently. This film plays more like an intelligent, fast-paced espionage or spy thriller than it does, like, say, Avengers or a typical comic book film. It makes you think. It is character-driven and thought-provoking in a way that none of the other Marvel movies have been up to this point. And I think that it's refreshing. It's refreshing to see something like that. Instead of Avengers, think the Manchurian Candidate with more brawn. Okay, and that's what you've got on your hands with Captain America.
Yeah, no doubt. Bravo to the Russo brothers. I thought they did a great job directing this film. In this movie, they used as little CGI as possible and focused on the live action, which I thought just came off beautifully on the screen. Because you've heard Kevin and I talk about this before. When some of these movies go crazy with the CGI, the movie comes off as cheap and corny. So I was very appreciative that they just used the CGI where they had to and focused on the live, physical live action shots, and it was off the chain.
And the less CGI is used, the more your actors become comfortable in their skin and in the environment in which they're trying to act, and that comes through in their performances. And everybody brought their A game in this film.
Yeah. So, with that said, Kev, can we throw some points on this thing?
Let's throw some points on it.
All right, y'all. For me, this movie was A1. I give it a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend that you check this out. I don't really have much negative to say. If there was anything I could throw that way, would be that the film's a little bit too long for me. At 2 hours and 16 minutes, they could have cut it down a little bit, but all is forgiven, based on all of the points that we just made. So, I highly recommend that you check this out.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is the best of the Marvel films so far, and that includes the Avengers. This film there's a lot of action. It's thought-provoking, makes you think about some things. It's character-driven in a way that none of the other films have been up to this point, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I give this movie a 9.
All right, y'all. We got to touch on something real quick here. So, you've been watching our shows. You've noticed there's been a trend here. Kevin and I just scored
somewhat
Captain
disturbing
America.
Trend.
Yeah, a little disturbing trend in Captain America, 9 out of 10 for both of us. And just a little bit of disclosure for you guys that, when Kevin and I review films for you, our goal is to be as unbiased as possible, meaning that he and I do not speak in terms of discussing a movie when we see the movie or talking about days before when we shoot. We discuss it as far as pre-production, the day of that we do the shoot like we're doing today. But so just by chance, we've been lining up exact same scores, or kind of 1 point off. So in my opinion, Kev, I think we need a slave movie.
we need something to fight about.
We need something to fight about.
We need Django 2, the Electric Boogaloo, or something. we need something to come along to give us some conflict.
Yeah. So, but ultimately, like we always say, the goal is to bring you the real on the real. And so we are bringing you our honest individual opinions of what we score the movie as, and so that's what you get. So
Absolutely.
it is what it is. But again, thank you guys for watching our show, for supporting us.
Right.
This is our 20th episode, and as I mentioned earlier, we are so proud and so happy to be able to make this mark, to be able to do what we do. It's been a pleasure working with my brother Kev here, and I pray that we get another 20 episodes that we can throw your way.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And we can't do it without you. Thanks for your support. Thanks for tuning in. And we hope that you continue to do so.
All right, that's what's up. We are the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev, and this is the place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.